Whoa, hey, hello there. Is everything working? I hope it is. It's been a while. I feel like I say that a lot, but every time there's like a decent chunk of time in between the last stream, it just feels like a whole long while. Though then again, it might also be because I started work, so that kind of make things feel like they passed faster slash slower at the same time. But yeah, hope you guys have been doing good. It's already Thursday, can you believe it? I've already been at work for 4 days technically. It does not feel like 4 days with how rushed things have been. Like I mentioned at Discord as well, like things have been a little insane since the first day. Like I wasn't expecting them to toss me stuff to do as quickly as they did. But yes, thanks to all of that, I ended up in a meeting till like 8 p.m. yesterday, so getting home took a while. But today we are back with EBF. If I can find the game. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. It's really good. It really is a good thing that he actually like created an updated version of the game. Like even the smallest things really do help a lot. Like the fact that now I can play this game in a resolution bigger than 800 by 600 is quite a miracle. Like before the update to V2, this game was not playable in like any resolution that will work on my 4K monitor. So it like took up like less than a tenth of the monitor, which is really hard to look at. So hey, it's not like so. Yeah, the half the team thing is very weird. Like when it was explained to me, I was like, oh, because they introduced the team to me, and it's like, okay, these are the writers, these are the programmers, and you are the first designer. And by designer, I mean like systems, not system, but like gameplay wise, like balance designer and all of that. So I'm like, what? Okay, sure. Why not? Yeah, it is a little problematic. Like the no, I would say the biggest issue is more just the fact that like because a lot of them are more the creative sort, a lot of them are looking at things from a very top-down perspective, which in and of itself is fine. Like in a development team, you want people to do that as well. You can't have everyone like look at things from the bottom up all the time. That sounds a little wrong, but yeah. They tend to look at things from the like setting first and then how to like fit the gameplay into the setting. Then meanwhile you have me in the team who's looking at the trying to build up the gameplay first and then piece it to the setting. So like a lot of things don't match because like there's a lot of mismatch because like when I explain the system to them, they then start to like go off track and like think like, oh, how can we would this fit with the setting, and then can we like get the setting to fit with the gameplay first? So like I can't get like stuff properly confirmed. When it sounds like it will make sense, right? Like I explain this gameplay to them, and then they try to find a way to piece it together. It's what like a writer should be doing. But the issue is that like it's very hard for me to get their confirmation on what they want within the game, gameplay wise, because they don't know what they want gameplay wise within the game. They know what they want lore wise, and so when I explain the gameplay to them, their brain first goes to like, okay, so can I make the gameplay fit with my story, or can I tweak the story to fit with the gameplay instead of like, ah yes, this is what I want in my game. So there's a bit of a coherence issue there. Like they're not looking at what kind of goal they want the game to have, but more of like what they want the plot of the game and what the message of the plot to be for the player, which is not a problem in and of itself, but like it makes communication a bit more difficult because we're both coming at things from different sides. Like to not give away what's in the game or explaining it, it would be something like if I told them like, hey, so you want to make a mobile game, right? So if you want to increase your profitability, you're gonna want to ensure that like there's enough character variance and the game is balanced well enough such that like players would want to acquire as many characters as possible. So like the easiest way you can do that is to use an element system. Do you want an element system in your game? And I'll ask them like that, and then they'll be like, oh, but what are the elements you're planning for our story, for our magic? And then they're like, oh, but the magic has to be this and that. So like this has to be that, and then like maybe we want this magic type or that, and then they'll go into like a 1 hour discussion of like what they want the magic to be instead, and then I'll be sitting there like waiting for like, bruh, just tell me, do you want fucking elements or not? We can figure that out later. And they're like, no, this is important. We need to figure out what elements we want if we want to have the system. And I'm like, no, we need to decide if we even want the system and stuff like that. I'm asking like what kind of game you want to make, who's your target audience, and they're like, no, the story needs to be this. So I'm like, you want to target this people with the story, and I'm like, no. What do you want your game to play like? Who do you want its gameplay to target? And it's like, it's just like a lot of that. A lot of fun. It's fun in the sense that I get to do a lot of the designing itself because of the fact that like they don't know what they want. But at the same time, it's also kind of rough trying to figure out what they want. Because the thing is that they don't know. So they just like let me do what I want. And I'm kind of just like, okay, so I'm just gonna do this, alright? And then half the time they'll be like, okay. And the other half the time they're like, okay, but we need to figure out what the plot does. And like, as long as they don't go into the we need to figure out what the plot does like track. My life is relatively easy. Because then I can like progress stuff rather quickly. Though like trying to design everything alone from the ground up is rough to say the least. At least it's not too bad. The programmers aren't as like top down. So sometimes they do like, because they do have a decent idea of like what they want to do when they design games as well. They're not like the full, we just want to code sort of people. They're the kind of like, we want to code, but we also want to be involved in the design process. Is like a technical designer basically. They don't have the designer side knowledge yet as much, but they have that interest. So like they will sometimes point out things that I can then explain. And then sometimes while explaining the thing, then I realize also like how I could have done the thing better. And then it's like, that's interesting. So like, it's not too bad because at least with the programmers, like things, while it's not their job to get the thing done, talking to them actually helps to get some of the job done. Since they do bring up good points as well. The issue is that because we are in such an early phase, there isn't a lot for the programmers to do either. So they're just like sitting there doing not much most of the time. I mean, if you're working on the presumption that eventually we'll get more designers, then it's not too bad. But yeah, if they don't hire any more, it's gonna be a very big issue. At least there's gonna be... Wait, is he adding a Minecraft? Is that a Minecraft bowl? Wait, what the fuck? Is this not already in the game? Oh no, it is new. 4 new weapons for each character, 8 new summons. Kinda sus, bro. On the mobile port of EBF4. A mobile port. Nah, that's actually pretty cool that he's actually making a mobile port of the game. Donut? Donut? Yes, yes. I mean, Nat is right there after all. In her first clothing as usual. Okay, this thing is ice water of Zaas. Yes. We have to protect Zaas. Oh wait, right, I used her to, I mean, it's written on the, it's literally written in the Discord in the other channel. The schedule one. I mean, if I don't mention anything about like a schedule change, it'll probably be what's written there. Although I guess the timing is in in UTC +9, so it might be confusing. My apologies. Yeah, I should update the Discord. I mean, not Discord, the Twitch schedule as well. That reminds me, the Twitch schedule isn't updated yet. Yeah, I tend to miss out that one quite a bit. Bro, this shit is resistant to everything that Lance can do. What is this hex? He's cheating. I mean, the time is there as well. It's just that, yeah. It's in Japan time. It's the only thing. Like, both are there. Like, if you click on the thing and you expand it, the time is below it. Although, once again, it's in UTC +9. So, your mileage may vary. Schedule time. What? But the 8:30 there is like literally like 17 minutes ago. Yeah, but did I mention something about being sick at the time? I might have. I don't know. It really depends on which time it is. Like, sometimes it's really because like something crops up. Like yesterday with work. Because I was like in a meeting until like 8 PM. Yeah, the 8 PM meeting was quite something, alright. The fucking meeting, man. It was like I spent 4 hours, I think, there about. Like, the meeting started at like 4 PM. I just sat there for 4 hours listening to them like discuss the setting of the game. And like they took so long to like figure stuff out. Because like there's too many writers, so like every writer is like, no, I think this is better, and the other one's like, no, I think that's better. And then because it's a subjective thing, it's like no one is actually right. Oh, story shit, all of it. What do you mean? The whole thing was a meeting about the story. I was just sitting there like listening to them to talk about the story while I was trying to write out the game design document for the battle system. And I realized that in all of their tangents about the story, they were touching on things that I was supposed to be writing. So like, halfway through writing the game design document, I was like, wait, fuck. Like, if they're gonna like agree on something new now, it might affect my work as well. And that was like, very confusing. I do watch that again. The what bit? Once it didn't count, that's just FPS going to cover. FPS going to cover? What do you mean? I mean, the change in VA might have been due to some other internal reason, right? Like the guy might have asked for a higher price to reprise his role. Like, if the VA is the one who's asking for more money and the company decides they don't want to, that might be why. Like, was there any reason what announced as to why it changed? it could be that the company just decided that like maybe they wanted to go with a different VA for the retelling since they want to do a different story. Like anything could be the reason unless there was like a reason actually mentioned for it. Oh wait, the buff is magic attack. No one is right, everyone is wrong. No, that's the thing, like, that's the thing with plot, right? Like writing a story, like, a story typically there are things that you want to avoid doing when writing a story, right? Like there are bad ways to tell a story, but like when it comes to like the content of a story, it's typically subjective whether or not something's interesting or not, right? Like somebody might find like a book taking 20 pages to explain in the middle of like two characters fighting why like the economic breakdown or the economic collapse that happened in 2008 due to the Asian financial crisis was very important to our time and how it shaped the world of today. But some people might think that like that's fucking stupid to have, you know. And it's like, you know, if you know your audience, it isn't very hard to figure out better whether or not it's fitting for your audience. Like there isn't really a right or wrong like in many things with game design as well, right? It's more an issue of like who do you want to target. Like a person saying they want to make a platformer instead of a RTS, like neither of them is wrong for picking the genre they want to pick, but the issue is like, well, who is your target audience? If you know your target audience, you would know which would be more appropriate for them. The issue is that like they're going like, well, our audience are people from 20s to 40s, which is like, that's fucking vague. Like, yeah, I guess if you're writing a story, maybe that helps to like centralize more who you're targeting, but like with games, it's like, a 70-year-old guy plays Mario the same way a 20-year-old would. Like, who is your audience, you know? I'm fine with PH as long as it fits the mode. Actually, I'm not fond of, you know, go voice. I don't know. I haven't seen much of the voice acting, to be honest. Like, either way, I mean, if it's the English voices, I'm probably not gonna be like playing with the English voices either way, so I'm not too bothered, I guess. If it's the Japanese ones, maybe you have to see. Like, I don't know I don't even remember what his old Japanese voice sounds like anymore, so maybe when the game comes out, I'll see what. I'll just wait for someone to make a YouTube video about like, this was him then, this is him now. Do you feel old yet or something? Yeah, but people sound 37 when they're at the age of 17 as well. Probably smoking too much or something. You know, you never know. Maybe Akihiko became a smoker somewhere, right? So he's just like, his voice just sounds all raspy because of the fact that he's been smoking too much. But yeah, I guess if that's the case, I'm going to talk about English VA as much as oh, I have not heard the English ones to begin with then. Yeah, when it comes to the English VAs, I typically tend not to look at them at all, so yeah. I just find that like when they get English VAs for Japanese games, usually it just ends up very odd to begin with. Like everyone sounds exaggerated, like no one sounds like what a normal person sounds like. I mean, to be fair, you could say that's like the same for anime, like everybody sounds exaggerated, but it feels like culturally, even within Japan, people accept that higher pitched exaggerated Japanese voice more so than like the English high pitched voices accepted even within English communities. Like they tried so hard to mimic how Japan does its style of stuff that it ends up feeling cringe instead. Because like in one society this is considered normal-ish for media, but in the other it's just like, no, this is not how we do things to begin with. Nah, that skill isn't in this game. She just has the Macross Kira instead. I don't know, maybe it's just me having a very bad impression of English VAs, but like, when I think of like English voice acting, in my head it still goes something like, "Hey Sasuke, what are you doing there? Oh hey Naruto, what are you doing? Hey, you better not be trying to steal my nachos, Naruto." No, it's like that. To me, that's all of English voice acting. Like that's all that goes through my head. I just hear that every single time. It could be very outdated at this point, but yeah, that's all my brain. That's all that goes through my head. It's just like, oh no, it's that. It's gonna be that, isn't it? I don't know, Naruto. You might find yourself having a very bad day today. No one teach for both. Yeah, it's gonna sound like this. Hey, stop it. Yeah, but that's the thing. It doesn't sound very natural. It's my only issue with it. Like, I feel like the big issue is not so much that it's high pitch, I guess. It's more so just the fact that, like, there is a very huge disparity between how they try to do English voice acting for Japanese games and English voice acting for English games, you know? Like, with Japanese voice acting, it's like, even if you find the high-pitched shit to be cringe, it doesn't change the fact that, like, this style of voice acting is used for any form of dubbing. So, like, if you were to watch an Avengers movie that was dubbed into Japanese, the voices would also be more exaggerated. Like, everything is like that and that in the country. But with English, it's like, you play, like, the old, like, Modern Warfare, you look at the No Russian scene, and then you play, like, Persona, and you listen to the voice acting, it's like, something is very off. Still motion is cringe. No, it just has to sound like an English person speaking English, right? They just need to sound like fucking No Russian. Everybody just needs to sound like a Call of Duty character. And it will probably make, like, Persona sound better, to be honest. Like, they just need to sound like if they're gonna do the whole thing like that, they just need to sound like, you know, what is expected to be the norm of, like, English voice acting. Like, that's why I say, maybe it's just me, right, having a bias because of the fact that, like, I'm so used to, like, English voice acting sounding like what it sounds like in American games, that when I hear how they do it for Japanese games, which is typically quite different, my brain just, like, finds the dissonance odd. But yeah. Japanese which is high-pitched GPs, you know, a bit too sure as well all times too. If my hands not more calm, I put it a bit older. Eh? I mean, they sound calm because they probably aren't acting as hard as well. It feels like, no? It's like half the time they sound too calm, if anything. It's either they sound too calm or they sound too hyperactive. But you don't really have people sounding like people. I mean, on the bright side, at least they don't sound like fucking Elder Scrolls Oblivion NPCs, so that's a plus. You know, at least, like, when they talk in Persona, they don't, like, change voice actor halfway through the lines, like in Oblivion, you know. Like, I guess at least it has that going for it. Spare change, ma'am. Thank you, kind sir. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's more like I'm just not really a fan of the style of voice acting. No, Persona 4. Lance gang, yeah, it really is just Lance gang at this point. Like, Lance doesn't leave the field anymore. It feels like, no, hey, Lolifon, how you doing? I wonder if I can find the English dub version of one of the scenes, right? Yeah, like to me, this is like, this is like what every single like English anime sounds like to me, like.
While they've got us pinned down here, their main force could be moving this way classroom by classroom, which means we might be screwed.
Like, no.
Harima, it looks like he showed up.
It looks like he showed up.
Take cover in the back of the classroom.
Like, they all sound like that, and it sounds very off. Both languages sound fluent from each other. Yeah, I didn't play with an English dub and P5, so I can't like judge it. But I mean, hopefully that's a good thing. Screamer, by the way. Oh yeah, right. I forgot about it. Like, yeah, that's the issue of English dub. Like, I just like, maybe it's just me having too bad of an impression of it, right? Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is, but because of the impression I've had of it, I have stayed as far away from it as possible. Unless it's a Western game about a Western title, and then I'll play it. Like Assassin's Creed. Oh. Like Assassin's Creed, I'm good with that. Like, that actually sounds fine. Right? Like, wait, Lance is dead? Wait, what? Yeah, but the anime... Yeah, but the anime dub for Neptunia is also like... I don't like it. I'm playing on normal. I didn't change the difficulty at least. Let me check. Got it for a while. We changed it back up once, right? Like, it was wrong once, and we changed it back up to like hard. I don't know if it reverted, but I'll check after the battle. Oh, what? No. But yeah, when it comes to that Neptunia one as well, I really didn't like the dub, to be honest. And I'm saying this as someone who did like the series. Like, I only ever bring up the dub when I want to make fun of the dub. Like, literally, it's on that level. Scream sound redemption. What's scream sound? Oh, what the fuck? There's a lot of damage. Uh-oh. Okay. Maybe I should run and check. Oh wait, no, he has a debuff for fire. Yeah, right. No, he has a debuff to fire as well, so they maybe hit him for quite a lot. You know, Berserk is so rude. Yeah, like, doesn't even want to let me play the game. How rude. Yeah, see, it's on Epic. Wait, no, I loaded the wrong file. Wait. Wait, huh? Wait, did the game not autosave? Oh no. But it says autosave right here. Change screen, god damn it. God damn it. I thought it was after every battle. But yeah, like the only dub I can think of that might have actually been decent in my opinion was probably like what, Cowboy Bebop. That's about it. Like there's that one I can actually like not cringe. I won't say it's good, but at least I don't cringe. Never fully trusted. God damn it, I shouldn't have trusted it. I feel like I got scammed by the fucking like thing.
Susanoo! Da-da-da-da! Junpei is leveled up!
Da-da-da-da! Junpei is leveled up!
Man, this is a tough case. Even for Junpei Iori, ace detective.
You see, the guy fucking looks like he's clowning on stage. Literally, like,
Even for Junpei,
he looks like he's taking the piss on the stage. Like,
man, this is a tough case. Even for Junpei Iori.
his face is how I envision every single English voice actor. Like, they're intentionally doing a horrible voice, and they know they're doing a horrible voice, and they're just like cheekily doing it anyway. This face is literally what my impression of every single English VA for like Japanese games.
Ace detective.
Ace
This is a tough
detective.
case, even for Junpei Iori, ace detective.
I don't like either of the voices.
Stupe ace defective. More like Stupe ace defective.
She sounds more like a bimbo in the past. I don't know, like she sounds like a bimbo either way, but she sounded more like a bimbo in the past. Yeah, but that's the thing, like literally the voices don't sound all too different to me at least. Like obviously there's a difference to some extent, but they don't. I would rather play the game with no voice in both situations. Like I think of that, and then I think of the voice acting in games like The Witcher, like Assassin's Creed 2. Let me check. Maybe Assassin's Creed 2 was actually way worse than I thought, right? Maybe, like I'm playing it up in my head. Maybe it was actually kind of shit. Let's look at it. Oh, good voice acting. Oh, they cut out the voice, huh? That's horrible. Why did they cut out the voice?
Insieme per la vittoria!
It is a good life we lead, brother.
The best may never change.
And may it never change us.
I don't know. Like, I listen to voice acting in games like this, and I'm like, this.
Buonasera, Vienna. We were just talking about you.
It's your family that cries for guards when there's
Oh, okay, yeah,
trouble.
that's actually fucking horrible of an accent, but does he not speak with a like fucking fake Italian accent at some point? No, okay. Is there another cutscene? No, not really. I've been waiting for this though.
So,
116?
hey, don't look at me like that. I've been waiting for this.
I've been waiting for this.
He sounds old either way. Like he sounds old either way. Like maybe it's me not hearing the nuance, but like he sounds old either way. Like I don't know. He sounds older in the second one, but he sounds pretty old in the first one as well. Like I don't know. Yeah, I agree that he sounds older, but I don't know if I find that to be that much worse, to be honest. Like both make my skin crawl. You prefer latter option as 101 though. I mean, if you prefer the older one, that's fair. Like I said, it might just be a me issue, but like, I genuinely just find that both make my skin crawl. Like, given the choice, I would rather not play with English voices overall. Like, let me put it this way, right? I love the Atelier series. I loved it a lot. But the moment they started releasing the games with like English only for their foreign releases, I stopped playing the games until I could get the Japanese one again. Cause like, I played like the Aisha, the trilogy, I think it was the Fushigi trilogy? No, it's the one before that, the Dust trilogy, I think. I played the entire trilogy in English, and I vowed never to ever play a game in English ever again, cause like I can't. I can't. I guess it's more of a me issue. Like it's not my preference to play with English dub, unless the game was a game designed for an English audience and is voiced in English, because the voice acting in those games feel like it's on a different level. Like, I think like this is probably still one of my best examples, but like one of my favorite examples. But like, I don't know, like I hear stuff like this, right, from the Company of Heroes 2, like,
Charge set! Ready to blow! It's good to go! Cook that thing! Pop the spoon and cook it. Use grenades! Throw grenades! Hit him with a grenade!
like there's a different vibe to the voice, right? Like this people sound like they're actually attempting to act, right?
That he ain't never gonna forget. We're gonna give Jerry a greeting that he ain't never gonna forget. Kill those bastards. Plug every kraut you can. Give it to him. Pay him back in spades. Alright, gang. Let him have it. Throw every...
Like I hear stuff like this, and I'm like, see, this sounds like good. To me, this sounds like good English voice acting. Like when the game is made for an English audience, when it's an English game made for an English audience, it's like it sounds great. But like, there's like this disparity when like it's an Japanese thing being dubbed for an English audience. Who prefer JP voice over US one? English version says JP dub for which one? Huh. I mean, yeah, that's fair. If you prefer the English dub, more power to you, my friend. I'm gonna say it's more of a personal preference thing. I just can't handle it. It's like how I can't handle listening to my own voice. So like, trying to like edit a video is fucking horrible, because when I listen to my voice, I cringe. If anything, it amazes me that people can watch anything I put out at all, cause like it cringes me to like listen to my own voice, to be honest. There's also undubbed mode for personal gaming for 5. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of nice that they actually gave the choice. Like, I feel like with 5, because it's a more recent release, it's kind of released in the era where games were starting to become more international, as in when it comes to like big companies, especially Japanese ones, they were becoming more international, so they were starting to like do like simultaneous global releases. And when they did that, they tried to ensure that if the game was voiced or subbed, it will be for as many languages as possible. Like 5 did release during that era, which I guess might be why 5 had this specific style and the way it was released. This one from EX calls with 1 minute because Mika is the best blue. Because of all. Wait, EX or Insane? I mean, like, if it's EX, there are plenty of teams that can. I thought you were planning to do Insane. So it's like 7 years now. Yeah, about 7 years. But 2016 was around the era where games were already becoming more globalized. It's kind of like how with the 3DS Pokemon releases, at some point you started to get like international global releases, including Japan. You could like purchase the game in America and play it in Japanese if you wanted to, or purchase it in Japan and play it in German and stuff like that. It felt like Persona 5 released during that era where companies were starting to do that, so it's like it's cool that it had both languages for people who wanted either or. One part insane course. Can do this. You know, that's what I was wondering when you were asking yesterday. I could have sworn you said insane. Like with EX Gauss, there are plenty of videos. I thought you said like you wanted to do insane Gauss with one party. Which is what I was saying is impossible. With EX, there's plenty of parties that can do it. Like when I said 2 parties, I really meant it for Insane, because like I don't think anyone did it with like 1 party on Insane in JP and recorded it at least. Insane would be very tough, because like I mentioned yesterday, like Insane would probably be a 2-party thing. Like many people who are within the top ranking were also using 2 parties, to be honest. You want Insane? You want use problematic? Yeah, no. Like Gauss is problematic in general. Like because he released later, he's just inherently more tanky as well. So even at the same difficulty, he's tougher than most of the other bosses. Which is why I was saying that like, don't bother, just like 2-party it. Yeah, it's 30 million and it's not a easily bustable 30 million either. But yeah, hopefully they leave in the older voices for Persona 3 as well. I mean, it's tough, huh? They can't actually do it since like they probably are changing up many of the lines as well, but hopefully they do. You know, it would be kind of cool if they did the Langrissa thing, where Langrissa had the game in like 3 different graphic styles. So you can play the game as it was like on the original like Game Boy, on the PlayStation, or like remastered for a modern console. Like, that was cool. But yeah, oh no. Doesn't feel like they're gonna do it at least. But yeah, Insane Gauss, I don't think it's gonna be very possible. With 1 party at least. Like even top rankers, like some of them might be able to do it, but the majority probably aren't, I would feel like. I'm talking about Knights of the Zodiac. That sounds familiar. Is that like Saint Seiya or something? Is it that? Like Knights of the Zodiac, I just think of Saint Seiya instead. What the fuck is Knights of the Zodiac? Oh no, I don't think I've even seen that movie yet. Literally, I look at this cover. All I think of is Saint Seiya, like... Yeah, like literally all I think of is this. This is literally... I guess so, huh? Knights of the Zodiac, that's the English title, huh? Oh, it's the English title. Fucking... Oh, it's so hard though. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it sucked, yeah. I mean, like, I look at this, it just looks like a budget Saint Seiya. Ah, Saint Seiya's opening though. I don't know if you guys remember the opening, but the opening was fucking based. I love it so much. I'm doing 1 part insane. I don't know if I can do insane or not. Yeah, I guess I misunderstood yesterday because like legit like the whole of yesterday I was just assuming you were gonna try to 1 pun like fucking insane. So I was like, nah man, it's not possible. But yeah, EX should be quite doable, I would think. I guess I'm just blind because I didn't notice you mentioned like EX instead. Yeah, I would say don't bother with Insane unless you are prepared to use 2 parties. And not just any two parties, but like two optimized parties. If not, don't really bother. It's gonna be quite rough. Rank 2.6k. I mean, that sounds pretty high. I mean, it sounds high maybe because like JP has like everything fucked. But yeah. Cut off is 2k. So basically just two partying. If you basically two party insane from the start, there's a very high likelihood you could get in, right? So all this just basically means that you should go and do two party instead on insane. Yes! Yes! Moe Kyun! If I can. Wait. Yeah, the party com will be difficult with that one, yeah. Like, you would actually need a specific party for both the second and first phase separately. Like, I recall for Gauss, it was like so meta that like for most of the other bosses, it's like you would just take your first party as far as you can. With Gauss, if I recall, the pro strat was to, the moment you get to the second phase, you just instantly remove your first party and just use a separate party altogether because it saves time. Or at least that was a thing for a little while. Oh, I see it. I mean, like, it's millions of dollars. I mean, like, doesn't Sony like lose millions of dollars on like half the movies they make? To be honest, like, I feel like they haven't been making many good movies. To be honest, like maybe they would get like one movie that ends up miraculously doing decently, but it feels like overall they tend to like do none too well. I have walking but not invested. It would seem you should have what? It would seem like perhaps you should have invested in your Whack-A-Mole coin instead. But you don't need Summer Azusa if you have New Year Kayako though. Like, I recall like the newer parties now are using like New Year Kayako instead of Summer Azusa if you really wanted to. Along with like Mika and... It's Mika... Yeah, even at Insane it was Mika in the second phase. You don't really want to use her for the first phase unless you have a very good follow-up party, which is tough as well. Yeah, but the One Piece Netflix wasn't made by Sony though. Right? I mean, for a TV series, I mean, no, it was considered, was it considered a live action movie? No, right? Was it a movie? In the end, like, I only remember seeing the trailers for it and I was like, in my head, all I was thinking was like, yeah, if this was a TV series, it'll probably be fine. Like, some stuff looks very cheap, but if it ended up as a TV series looking like that, it would still be pretty entertaining. Yeah, but did you see how long Sonic actually took? Did you see what happened the first time they announced the Sonic movie? And how hard they had to get shit on before they decided to remake the entire movie? And then it became okay. Like, Sonic wasn't a smashing success from the start. They probably lost a lot of money remaking the movie just to like... because they realized that like the original work they had made was so garbo that they couldn't like actually air it. It's a TV series, not movie. Ah, okay. Yeah, for a TV series, it looks fine. I remember looking at the quality and it felt very iffy, but I was like, after the talk we had at the time, I was like, yeah, no, I'm convinced that like if that was a TV series, it will be fine. Plus, the Sonic movie wasn't by Sony, it was by Paramount Pictures as well, by the way. So, yeah. Is Paramount under Sony? Maybe they are, but... No, they're not, right? Is Paramount owned by Sony? See small number that watch new office these days. Did say that they couldn't understand the hype. I mean, I don't understand the hype either. Like, I would rather just watch One Piece itself rather than go and watch that, because like the original work is still superior. Like, it doesn't look bad as a gateway for people who don't know the series, but like I look at the thing, I'm like, yeah, if I was a fan of the series, I don't think I'll be very impressed either. I mean, I'm not a fan of the series and I wasn't impressed either. Like, even now my opinion is just like, yeah, if it's a TV series, it's fine. Like, it's not even like it's groundbreaking or anything, it's just fine. It's better than the Death Note Netflix thing, that much is for sure. Right? Like, if you compare it to that, this is a masterpiece, but like... Actually no, like most live action just doesn't do very well to begin with, so... The fact that this ended up of this quality means that it's already like ahead of 90% of live action anime things. Sony is a Japanese company, right? What do you mean? Yeah, Sony is a Japanese company. Or do you mean the arm that is working on the movies? Oh, Colombia. I see, I see. But yeah, suffice to say, like, Sony does not do good stuff most of the time. Like, even if you can find like a small number of successes, it's like when you look at the entire repertoire of movies that they have released over the last few years, it's like, it doesn't really seem like it's a money-making business for them when they flop as many times as they do. Like, the way that Sony makes movies feels a lot like how like Square Enix makes like mobile games. They literally just throw everything at the wall and hope something sticks enough to like cover for everything else that fails. Like, I remember, like, wasn't like Wish Upon also a... Wish Upon was a Sony movie, right? Was it? Hopefully it wasn't. Okay, no, it wasn't. Thank God it wasn't. I could have sworn I thought someone's mentioned it was a Sony movie. Thank goodness it isn't. But yeah, do you really need Wacom invest if you have Mika for the thing? Wacom for that. If you have enough characters, it feels like... Do you have Hinata? It's not like so. Maybe Hinata might work. Like, Hinata is... No, sorry, that's for the other terrain type. She might not work as well for this one. What would work? You would need AoE for the first phase. Having Wakamo would help a lot. Yeah. Especially if you need like additional DPSs. Yeah, it really might not be worth it to try, huh? More shells per amount. I see. I don't even remember the Ghost in the Shell movie, to be honest, at this point. Like, nothing about that movie is left in my brain. Anybody already has our own single target here. Oh, okay, got it. Understood it. Aww. I don't even remember that one anymore. Wait, let me check it. 2017. I mean, yeah, I guess it was okay. Like some bits of the CGI felt a little off to me, but like, yeah, I mean, if they were gonna try to replicate what happens in the anime in real life, I guess that's the best they could have done. Like, it's not the easiest movie to be trying to replicate, I feel like, to begin with. So like, for what it is, I guess it's fine. I don't know if Japanese stop. I guess? I mean, if they did, it's a good thing they did. Because a lot of people would be very disappointed if it wasn't. Uh-oh. I feel like I've been spamming too much MP on accident. But yeah, when it comes to the movie, I really don't remember too much at this point. Use an ally for 500 MP. Why would I need this? How would I need this? Oh, actually, no, I just don't remember it. I watched it, but literally, like, the movie didn't leave enough of an impression for me to remember it, like, 6 years later. Like, all I remember about it was the CG, which felt a little iffy. But to be honest, the CG being iffy is fine with me for that movie, because, like, the CG itself is like, I can't expect them to replicate what a lot of it looks like without it looking uncanny, especially like some of the scenes with her looking like a robot. Like, they did their best, I guess. Watch it in English then. Yeah, I watched it in English because it was an English movie. Like, if I'm gonna watch something like... Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck is that damage? What the fuck is that damage? I mean... I guess it'll sound better, but like, I don't know how much more like impressed with the movie itself I would be from watching it. If like the plot was the thing that like didn't really strike me too hard to begin with. Maybe I would like it a little better, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll find it weird. Like seeing like white people speak with perfect Japanese for some reason. I think that would probably take me out of the movie. You know, it's like playing the FMV Gundam game. Where like you basically have the black guy and it just sounding like a completely like a Japanese person. Like I think that would take me out of the movie instead. was. Did I? Oh, that one. I did watch it. Yeah. It was the one where they had the character like kind of like almost fully in CG, right? No, the main character was fully CG'd, wasn't she? I remember it looking very bizarre. It was interesting what they were trying to attempt. But that's about all I can say positively about it. Like, yeah. They were trying something interesting. I wouldn't say it worked. It looked very uncanny. But it was an interesting experiment. Yeah, like, I find that it looks very uncanny, but like... At least with that one, the whole movie was a person. It was a CG robot. So it looking uncanny was a little more forgivable. It was not like transitioning between using CG for some parts completely and a person for some parts, like in the Ghost in the Shell one. What's your Japanese dub? So nope. I tend to rather not, in part because like it feels like it would take away from the original design intent of the movie as well. So I tend to not want to. Like when a director creates a movie, typically they would also have like directions to some extent for the actors as well. So like how the actor portrays a character, how they speak, the mannerisms, like it kind of gives you a better sense of what the director was trying to do as well. But when it's dubbed, it's like that kind of gets lost, you know. Like try not to, even if the dub would sound better. Like if there like Cyberpunk, I watched in English. I thought it was a little weird, the English dub as well, because it did the same thing as like with everything else. And but that one I also watched in Japanese. I watched that one in both for the only for the reason that like it was a Japanese studio that animated it, but the original IP controller is an American company. American? No, Polish, right? Polish? It was a game that was originally made for an English-speaking audience, and the anime was made for a Japanese audience. I watched it in both. Japanese dub. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Japanese dub sounds better, but like I said, it's like my goal with watching the movie is more of to like enjoy what the director tries to bring across to the audience. Like if that was if I were to watch the movie with the Japanese voices instead, it feels like part of that would be lost. So unless I'm planning to watch the movie in both languages, I'll probably not watch the Japanese dub only when it's in English. I mean, when it's a movie made by an English-speaking person with English as the main language initially. Fire. Kind of don't want to think. Well, yeah, if people like the Japanese dub, that's great. I mean, it might make the whole like CG character thing feel a little less iffy, maybe, since people are probably more accustomed to looking at a non-human looking character speak in English instead. I mean, speak in Japanese instead. Oh yeah, I was supposed to change the skill over to... I'm sorry, Lolifant, I forgot. I'll do it after this battle. I'll pass the heal to Nat. Yes. Oh, you're not accepted. No, I'm sorry. No. No. Bless. No, bless. Mercy, bless. See, I'm gonna do it now. See, I'm gonna do it now. Yes, yes. Death penalty. No! Shike! Shike! What does Koharu even say in English, to be honest? Should be does she go like no loot, death penalty, or something like that? I can't imagine her line in English. It sounds like it might be a little cute and funny, but yeah, I really can't imagine her line in English. Wait, she got 20 MP? I don't remember death penalty. Oh, she does say that, huh? In a way. She just does say Shike instead. Well, that's kind of funny. It sounds like a lot more of a mouthful, the whole, like, thing she probably has to say though, huh? Like, from Shike to death penalty, like, there's a lot more hard endings within the word itself as well. Although that feels like an English thing in general, where the language has a lot of, like, hard endings for its words. Like pen with the n, right? No T, no E is a soft ending. But like, yeah, it ends on the stuff like, no, I'm sorry. Hey, for Dave. How the sussy be doing? Oh yeah, that reminds me, I actually need to do the total assault, goddammit. I guess I'll do it after the stream. What is it at JP? The whole thing? It was just like Echi wa dame, Shike was the full line. Death penalty itself is just Shike. Shike? Shike. It's Shike. So it's 3 syllables. I mean what rate? Oh, Bina. I don't know which location it is, but it's Bina. I should swap her, yeah. Skill special. I don't think I'll do Torment though. Torment sounds like it would be too much of a Torment. Ha. So I'll probably not do it on Torment, but Insane sounds very viable. Go on Gauss EX, keep some my sanity. Yeah, I mean, like with Gauss, it's totally understandable. Like Gauss is probably one of the worst bosses to do in general. You can one punch Insane law. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do Torment. Torment is like, I don't think you can actually use Mika for Torment, right? For Bina. I need to check if she can be used for this specific like terrain, because I don't know what the terrain is. But like I remember for the last Bina, the one before, it's like she wasn't actually usable. You had to use Mika and you had to use Maki instead. Mika was two of three, which I don't have. Why do you not have 2 of 3? No. Oh. No, Infinite! How could this happen? Ah. Wait, did you not roll for New Year Fuka as well? I thought we mentioned to roll for her. Oh no. It's all falling apart, huh? I skipped Uh-oh. Well, there's always next year. 1 year feels like an insane amount of time though. It feels like the way these games do their time spent between the roll coming back, it's really too long. Wait, what? Wait, I can't get there? It's these red nasty flowers. Himari, to be honest. Yeah, Himari feels very, very core in a lot of teams. Uh-oh. Wait, no, this one should be relatively easy, right? Like, can this even be considered a puzzle? No one Geo, this Arrowhead banner. Rocking me a piece. There's like no good banners too fast. I mean, if there's no good banners, that's a good thing, right? Because it means you can save gems. If you want to have some easy skip. I mean, at least you have her. That's one consolation. Oh no! Easy pop. Ah! Yeah? Easy. See, no, see, I'm gonna get it first try now. Just you watch. Damn it. It wasn't even a hard puzzle. I literally just like... I played myself. I got a new pet, but I played myself there. I have 35k right now, 69 tickets. 69 tickets. Why do you have so... Bro, how... I feel like you should have rolled at some point in the past for Himari or New Year Fuka if you're gonna end up with that many tickets now. What's this? Dot dot dot. Wait, past Himari. Oh yeah, then New Year Fuka was like it was very early when you were playing, huh? So like, okay, yeah, I remember you were mentioning that like, there's a chance you wouldn't be able to get Mika if you wrote for Himari. I mean, not if you wrote for New Year Fuka. I mean, it's tough, huh? What others was there that might help? Oh wait, I did this wrong, huh? I did the order wrong. Ah, wait, I'm an idiot. No, stop! No. I got to use this first. No! She died, huh? Do I get encore? Or is encore like something I get really late into this? Like having encore would be nice. I've been running the spirit from the internet for a month. Wait, you didn't have Rimwall? Wait, I thought you had Rimwall. What? Do it. It's a good game. You can support an indie company while you're at it. Right. Yeah, okay, anymore, you can't even use it. Yeah, cause I can burst them down in one turn if I actually have encore. Like this would be the situation where I would really want to have encore in this game. Wait, it's not in the. Are you fucking kidding me? It's not in the game. The fuck? Why is it not in the game? Wait, did he only add that in EBF 5? Bro, why is it not? So fucking stupid. Why do he not put it in the game? It's such a good item. I mean, it's such a good skill. Why would it not be? God damn it. I feel so scammed. But yes, Infadave, go do it. Go get your Rimwall so you too can become a cannibal living on the ice sheets or something. It's clearly the best way to play the game. Just do a cannibal run on the ice sheets. Next sale. Who needs a sale? Just do it now. I'll give them a sub. Yeah, someone gave you a sub. They gave a lot of subs at once, if I recall, at the time. And like by a lot, I mean like a lot. Quite a lot of people at once. Doesn't remember that never go on sale ever. It periodically does, but not like a massive amount. Well, yeah, if you're wondering, Experimental, it was the rarer during one of the Minecraft streams, I think 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it very rarely goes on sale, as in for Rimwall for very big amounts. I don't think it has crossed below 50%. That said, I'm surprised that it actually went up in price recently, if anything. Well, on the bright side, you know what's a game that would go on sale really quickly? NBA 2K24. I think that game, I don't know if it actually did, but that game might have actually become one of the lowest rated games on Steam. Hey, it used to be a good series, okay? Like back earlier in like the days of the days, it used to be a rather like fun series. 2K12, like 2012 NBA, shit was like picking up. Like that was the era where people who fucking didn't even follow the NBA were playing NBA. But it used to be good. It used to actually be good. NBA used to be a good series. Like people would buy it, not because they followed at the NBA, but so that they could play the My Sports career and just play essentially an RPG game within a sports game. People bought it just to play the My Player mode. Like literally, it was that good. But like now it became utter garbage. Like it was sad. 2K10 was fun. See, right. That era of NBA games were great. Like that era's 2K was so fun, and I don't understand why, because I didn't go back and play it recently. But I remember having so much fun with it. And then it just died out. It's 12 years ago. Come on, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. No. Do you not remember the era of like the NBA 2K versus NBA Live? And how much EA fucked up NBA Live? That they fucked it up so bad that they don't make basketball games anymore. It was such a glorious era. Like, I wish I can actually get a copy of NBA Live now, so that I can play that game for one of the Kusoge videos at some point, because it's on that level. Like, I would love to play NBA Live for that series at some point, just because of how silly and horrible it is. I was surprised MLB The Show, which is made by what? Even more Xbox on Game Pass. Sony subsidiary, huh? Yeah, that is quite a surprise, huh? The Star Wars contract ran out. Star Wars contract? You mean for the what is that, the new like Star Wars Dark Souls game? Exclusivity contract with EA. Yeah, thank God that's a thing. I mean, that's no longer a thing, rather. It's about time. EA does not deserve that fucking IP. I swear, they're so good at like fucking stuff up that they don't deserve it. No. Take it away from them. The only thing EA should be allowed to make is FIFA. Because at least that is something they have already fucked up and that will never recover. Oh, speaking of Space Jam though, you know what Space Jam reminds me of? It reminds me of this. You are sharp. I'm sorry, did something happen? I had a long-standing bad reputation running the series. The what did? Or Titanfall. I mean, yeah, Titanfall as well. Although, to be fair, I didn't play the first Titanfall, so I don't have the right to be talking about it. I mean, EA did it with so many series, and not only series, they did it with so many companies as well. Like, I think we mentioned it plenty of times in the past as well, but like Westwood Studios, Maxis. What's the Dragon Age one? I don't remember their name. That one, like they have killed so many like companies. They have killed so many series. Seen the microtransaction by the way. Yeah, I have. Don't remind me. It's fucking horrible now. But to be fair, it was already horrible a few years back. Like, I remember seeing the thing with the I remember seeing the thing they did with the $500 like Air Jordans within the game. Like, you could get like a fucking like Air Jordans skin for your customizable character that was like $500. Oh, god damn it, isn't that?
Know the word microtransaction? There have been times in EA 2K24 you can make that exchange. That's right, for the low cost of your groceries for the week, you can have 700,000 VC. Wow, I don't need VC. This is not.
Yeah, I mean, like it has been flooded for quite a while. I still remember the $500 Air Jordan skin. Like, they have been doing horrible shit. $150 doesn't sound that bad next to spending $500 for a pair of virtual Jordans. Like, at that point, I would sooner go and buy an actual pair of Air Jordans, but somebody actually spent $500 to buy them in game. Like shit's insane for quite a while now. This mash up with Pepsi Man theme. Mash up with Pepsi Man theme? Oh, that sounds so good. I could fuck with this, yeah. Look at that beautiful face on it. Right, sorry. Truly the best of like mashups. To be fair, there were a lot of very interesting mashups as well. I think the there was one for I think it was Hidamari Sketch and like, was it Black and Yellow? That one actually sounded pretty decent as well. I don't know, there's some weird shit out there, but the mashups, man. There's a lot of very weird but based ones out there. Have you ever heard of Pepsi Man game? Yeah, of course. What's the plan for horror games, by the way? I need to find a good day to do it. My main worry now is that like my schedule is kind of very fucky at the moment, at least. The game though, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's Japanese only. No, it's funny that it's Japanese only purely due to the fact that like they have the only like actual person acting in it is like some fat white guy from looks like American. And like he's the only actor in the thing, but it's a Japanese thing. I want a physical copy of the game though. Like a proper like collector's copy. I actually want one, but it's really hard to get a collector's copy for that game. It's gonna be a Unity remake. I do not care for a Unity remake. I want an actual physical copy of the original game, and that's all I want. I would gladly buy the console so I could play the physical version of the game. I will not buy the Unity remake. Good luck getting one. Yeah, that's the bigger issue. How am I even supposed to get one? Oh, can work on lily pads now. Yes. Yes. Sub-Zero. PS1. Yeah, but the issue is finding a copy. Like, you have to understand how rare that game is, like the physical copies. The issue is that, like, because of the fact that, like, people actually meme it nowadays, it's actually a title that, like, people, like, will come from overseas and, like, purchase when they come to Japan if they can buy it. So the game is both very hard to find and very expensive now, because there are a lot of collectors who want it. That guy who could walk on water. I think we should get half a shoe each. I like how she's the only one that has it, yeah. Meanwhile, like, he's just, like, fucking dead. Holding on tight with her thighs on his head. That's like some kink thing right there. Aww. Aww. It has a cult following. I wouldn't even call it a cult following at this point. I would say that it's more like it just has a following in general. Because, like, enough people from the West have talked about the game now that there is a very sizable, like, following of people who know of the game and who actively come to Japan to, like, purchase copies of the game just so that they too can own a copy. So, like, it feels more like at this point that there is just a following of people in general who would do it, not even a cult one anymore. Which makes it hard as someone living in Japan even to look for it. But yeah, that and the Serial Experiments Lane. I would really love a physical copy of that game. But that one is also very expensive. I think like a copy of that game is close to like 30,000 yen. That Serial Experiments Lane, the Serial Experiments Lane game is very expensive. That said, I really want a copy of that one someday as well. Damn it. Oh. No! Oh, thank fucking God. Oh, you know what's another game I really wanted to buy that I missed out on buying? The Yoshinoya game. I should have bought that as well. No, but why? It'd be funny, right? Mac education and DS cartridge. I mean, the Yoshinoya one isn't that hard to find. Like, comparatively, if you're gonna like compare getting the Yoshinoya one to getting the what's it called again? To getting Pepsi Man. Like, Pepsi Man is way harder to get. It's just that instead of buying Yoshinoya's, I bought the actual like Japanese Kosoge instead. And that one cost way more than the fucking Yoshinoya's game. Like comparatively, Yoshinoya's is cheap compared to that game instead. Like there's a lot of very bad games in Japan, and like I really want a lot of them, but they're very expensive. It's the big issue. Like there are, I mean, okay, for the Japanese specific ones, it's a little easier because not as many people go after those games. But that said, even then, it's kind of expensive still nonetheless. Gem. What now? Lollipop. Lolly? Pop? It's another sus, bro. Wee lolly. Oh, the song really is just kicking off everywhere, huh? It's kind of funny how popular that song actually is, to be honest. Like at this point, it just feels like, I guess it really is just everywhere, huh? Like it's I mean it's pretty well made. I find parts the song is well made. The video parts, like a few small parts of it felt a little cringe, but overall it's pretty entertaining. The dance itself caught on very well as well, like everywhere in general. Like it's kind of funny thinking about how like there are potentially people out there dancing to the song because it's catchy, not realizing what the message of the song is. And then when they actually realize it, they're just gonna be like, oh no! Wait, it's flag. It's gone. No, it's still there. Yeah. At the very least, we didn't remove it. So if it actually was gone, then it probably bugged out or something. But yeah, since Tonaxo managed to use it, it's probably fine. Even without PS, pretty self-suspension with that alarm she's waving around. Yeah, but that's only because you're a sissy hentai. That's why you probably know what's going on, right? I'm sure if like it was some like weird normie person, they probably wouldn't know what that is. Shit. I'm telling you, man, it's because of all the thin books. If it wasn't for the thin books, none of us would probably know what that is. But yeah, I feel like in terms of like within weeb culture now, no, I wouldn't say weeb in general, but like within the more sus parts of weeb culture, it's pretty embedded now, I feel like. Something cursed earlier? Oh no, what did you do now? Come on, fess up, what did you do? What sus did you bring upon the world this time? 20 AP refresh and bought XP books in PvP shop. The fuck? Why? It was so cursed. Yeah, it does sound very cursed. Like, why would they? Be kind of funny if they did, huh? But yeah, 20 AP refresh for EXP books. Were they new? I guess so, huh? Otherwise, they wouldn't need EXP books that desperately either. Like, it doesn't feel like the kind of thing people would just like casually do. Whale, semi-whale. So both? So she's a whalish semi-whale. So she whales while being a semi-whale. Yes, yes. No, she whales so hard that she's both a whale and a semi-whale at the same time. She whales enough for 1.5 people, basically. Yes, yes. Or he. He? Specific characters. Ah. That said, I'm surprised they actually like spend that much on AP though. I mean, they spend that much AP for fucking like EXP books though. That's quite something. Rock, 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 rock. Special, special, special. Target all. Oh wait, I haven't scanned the thing. I think she does for TA. TA? Oh, total songs from there, so I'm broke. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, TA does make people like quite desperate. That I can identify with. Like sometimes when it comes to TA, I do like quite extreme shit as well. Like stuff that I would usually never think of doing. I'm just like, yeah, nah, it's fine. It's gonna be better if I do this. And then I just start doing like all sorts of weird shit. Yeah, except I don't get plat. I just get like gold anyway because I'm a big scrub. It's just that I'll try to do the thing and I'll fail horribly. And then I won't get the plat. I'll be like, yeah, fuck, I need to level the character. I need to level them so that I can get the thing. So that I can get my plat for once this time. And then I'll level up the character. And then realize that I don't have the rest of the party as well. And I'll be like, oh, it's not enough. Never mind. Guess I'll just eat shit and die. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Lance! On Salvador, one guy that says the shit is the worst torment score in NA. I mean, the fact that he even has a torment score in and of itself sounds amazing enough, but sure, whatever floats his honeys, I guess. Like, surely it couldn't be that bad, right? Whatever his score was, it can't be the worst thing. Significant run torment. I mean, yeah, it's Gauss. Like, Gauss is gonna have the worst like torment rate of all the bosses. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, Gauss is inherently probably the worst boss to do in general. Like, there being like low double digits is like, yeah, I guess that's normal. Oh look, they're happy. You made a shortcut for me? Thanks! 30 people on EU who did torment. Damn, it seems like EU is becoming the tryhard server now, huh? Look at them with all their tryharding. Said, I would say that Gregorius is slightly better actually. I feel like more people were able to do Gauss on Torment than Gregorius. No, were able to do Gregorius on Torment than Gauss. Like, Gregorius is just a lot of AoE. Like, it didn't feel as bad, to be honest. I find Gauss to be more annoying, to be honest. Isn't unit check? Yeah, but I have the units. Ha ha ha. Gauss has more, no, Gregorius has a little bit more workarounds, I feel like, because it's just AoEs. Like, you need units that can AoE and do well in it, but there's a lot more things you can sub with as compared to Gauss. Like, if you're gonna actually do Gauss without, like, trying to burst him down, without, like, actually dodging, your units need to be very specific, and they are not units you would typically use. But with Gregorius, it's like debuff units. Bruh. You get so many debuff units like just before Gregorius. Like, literally you could roll for off-banner units. I mean, not off-banner, but like summer units, you get them. Nagisa is an AoE with debuff. Like, there's a lot of debuff out there that could contribute to the debuffs you need for Gregorius. Yeah, but everything needs you to pull. But the fact of the matter is that, like, the characters that you need for Gregorius are characters that are more used in general than the ones that are used for Gauss. Like, you're not really gonna use characters like Mimori or like Hinata for most other bosses, but you would use Hinata for like Gregorius indoors, for example. I mean, for Gauss indoors, for example. You know, things like, I guess you could use Shizuko for more stuff than just Gauss, but like, characters like that, you don't use as much. I mean, if you have Yuka, then she kind of solves a lot of the problem. But at the same time, it's like, you already have plenty of characters who can debuff for Gregorius. You don't need all too many more if you already have some of them leveled. Let's see another score somewhere. Oh, did someone actually used it for this Gauss as well? I know that she's used for the next Gauss, but like, I think her affinity should be lower for this one. I mean, maybe it's not just... It doesn't make her unusable, just less usable. Oh, purple bees and killer. Be indoors. Yeah, but I guess even then she still works pretty well, huh? B lah. Well, I guess I'll be seeing you later then. Wait, no, that's the wrong skill. No, 5 status debuffs, huh? Yeah, you need quite a few, which, if you just roll summer... Yeah, actually all you really need is the 2 summer units and you're quite fine. Or if you have New Year Haruka, she works as well. The upcoming Bunny Summer, both of them work. There's literally 2 units you can roll for and both of them work. The Miyako and Saki. Both work. You only need one or the other, but Miyako works really well because she's a tank as well. So you basically have a very good debuffer tank if you get Miyako. Saki is also good because Saki gives you more buffs, but Saki's is a little weird because like with Miyako, no, with Saki you have a higher chance to accidentally go over the buff amount because like you don't want too many debuffs. The way that boss works is that you want a very precise number of debuffs so that you're not too high, not too low, and if you're at that middle amount, you actually have, then the boss gets debuffed to its maximum. But if you go too high or too low, you might screw yourself over. And Saki has a chance to like actually screw you up if you like, you know, use hers. I mean, it's not guaranteed to happen, but you know, it does mess it up a little at least. So guys, you need 3 or more. Yeah, and the reason why 3 or more is so OP with Saki is because Saki essentially gives you 3 out of the bat. Like Saki instantly puts, the Summer Saki instantly puts 3 debuffs on the boss. Wait, no. Ice. Explosive? Yeah, it's really good. Like, you look at her stats, you probably would roll anyway. It's not like you can't use her in other stuff. I mean, you probably would not want... I guess you wouldn't use her all too much in other stuff, huh? Just because, like, most people would just use Akko instead. And she's frontline and all. But yeah, she does have 3 debuffs. Which is pretty big for the boss, if you are doing the boss on Insane. But the funny thing is, if you are doing the boss on... If you're doing the boss on what's the Extreme? EX. She might actually be too much. Because like the what's it called? The requisite, the threshold before you exceed and go over for EX is actually lower for Gregorius. Which makes it very fucky because like characters that work on Insane kinda don't work on EX. Because of the way the gimmick works. All of them are weak to fire, right? Okay, all to fire. Things are too fast. Or you have enough to roll, right? You should have enough to roll for both, right? I feel like, right? Like, if you have 36k plus 59 tickets, that's like 2 sparks. Right? You'll be fine. That's Tika. Ah, that's true. But yeah, if you want to do Gregorius, you're gonna need to roll for someone else as well though. Like, Gregorius does require like relatively new-ish characters as well. I mean, you don't need all of them, but at least some of them. Greg doesn't exist. He doesn't exist, he can't hurt you. That's fine. Yeah, I guess, yeah, Snorlaxo might actually be right. Like, the boss does require quite specific characters as well. Like, you should be able to do it with... Oh, whoops, I accidentally pinned it. No, unpin... No, just unpin it now. Fuck. Damn it, clicking is hard. And now I get an FF14 ad. Four teams. I was done for the record my first team during the real run. The poor soul actually using 4 parties. Oh yeah, I should use the fire gun, huh? Oh wait, no, Anna was dead. I forgot I was using the... I forgot I was using the electric gun the whole time. In the previous game when we did mushrooms, we ate mushrooms supposed to be edible and not junky. I'm going to deserve to get food poisoning. Oh no. You know what's the worst part? I don't think I saved. So I don't think we can just like casually go back. Wait, can we? $57. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, it's fine. Hello. The flea because I got poisoned and figured out that the boss is weak against fire and wind and likes to inflict a lot of serious effects like poison, wet, and stun. Poison, wet, and stun. God, why? Fucking why? There we go. Then I heal. No, she debuffs whole party. But yeah, for Greg, you need a lot more. I forgot who else worked. There were quite a few characters you could use, but like, you needed quite a few debuffs in general was the bigger issue. And I don't remember who else gave the debuffs that were needed. Right. Yeah, I suppose I could. let them hit us, and it will still be fine. Extinction event. What's that one? Defeat 1,000 foes in total. Okay. Sure. Scan? Do I actually need to scan? Like, do I actually get a benefit for scanning? I'll scan them all. Like, is there actually a thing for scanning them all? And attempt this as well. Attempt what? Playing EBF 4? Hell yeah, it's a good game. Of course you should. Whole team's insane. I mean, if you really want to get it, you can try. I feel like it will probably be a funny. I feel like by the time you do 4 teams, it may not actually be worth it anymore, but I could be wrong. This sounds big to fuck. Their weaknesses are so annoying. Something cozy in 28k. I mean, yeah, but it's really flat. Yeah, but it's insane though. I mean, if you have the characters and you really want that dub, you can try, but I don't know if it's worth the investment in time and stress as well. So is it time to do 4 party EX? They're resistant to that as well. They're resistant to everything that Lance can do. What is this BS? How can they be resistant to Lance? That's illegal. That's cheating. Yeah, they're racist against the fascists. How could this be? No. Did he just say his dad hit him harder when he was a baby? Wait, no, now I can do this. Yes. So, nothing. It's just kind of impressive that they managed to hit him that hard and not have him, like, be completely fucked at all. I mean, he's clearly so normal and wholesome, right? This thing looks a little wrong. I can't tell if it's just me, but it looks a little wrong. have to go through the lava this time? Wait, can we even? Wait, what? Oh. Again? Uh-oh. Do I actually need to win this? I mean, I can't beat him, but like, do I actually need to survive his like second turn and whatnot? That sounds like it'll be really annoying. Yes, oh god. I don't wanna do the thing. Let's use revival. I don't want to use revive. She's the one with revive. She's the one with the revive spell. It's so awkward. I don't want to do it. Thank you. I don't wanna. You do the thing a lot. You like it. Wow. But Mom, I already did the thing yesterday. I don't wanna do it today. It's like the one scene. No. That reminds me of that one scene from Yakuza with the Yakuzas being all babies and all. I don't like that. Rather, I don't like that it reminds me of that scene. What? Oh, fuck, these things are... What the fuck are those? What are those? So yeah, I guess I'll go after this battle for today. Oh, it's early. It's early? No, you mean it's late. It's like way later for me than usual, yeah, but yeah. Hey, Chat Giraffe, how you doing? Hope the school life has been treating you well. Yeah, it's like 10:40 here, PM. Was considering going after this battle was done since work has started for me like this week. Yeah, this week, and it hasn't been the most peaceful of a work week, I guess. I swear, listening to them have their meeting on like the fucking game setting for like 4 hours. Like, it took so much out of me. I was like so sleepy by the time I get home, and I didn't even do anything on that day. Like, I felt like I was so inefficient that day. Just because like I listened to like a meeting that didn't matter at all, where they spent like a few hours having a meeting about the game setting, which essentially rendered all of the work I did like before the meeting to be potentially moot. So much damage. Yeah, it was quite a magical experience. Then by the time I got home, I just like showered. I stared at my screen for a little bit and I was like, yeah, I can't even sit in front of my computer and do nothing. I just got really sleepy from doing that. Uh-oh. Oh no, Lance is out of MP. How could this be? Like, why would they give me so many cupcakes though? It's like, it's 500 MP, but I don't even have anyone at 500 MP yet. Like, is it my fault? Am I supposed to have 500 MP at this point? Close to 400. Yeah, but like, well, I guess no, it's because of the gear that I have. I was gonna say that like, with Matt's gear, I could technically use the 500 to heal 1k, right? Or does it not work that way? You can get the full from whatever. Yeah, it's pretty much a full heal now, but I feel like it's a bit overkill. It does work that way. Yeah, it's like it looks like maybe we can save something. Find the last jewel. Yes. Find the last jewel. Touch the penis. Rock. I can't walk across the lava? I guess that's later, huh? I don't like this. There's nothing but endless jungle. Oh no, it's a puzzle, huh? Oh no. Oh no. Just need to get the map. You mean this? I have the map. This reminds me of that one puzzle in Riviera, the Promised Land. They had something similar to this as well, where like you needed to like walk in the specific direction and the thing and stuff, and then it will do the thing and stuff. This map looks so goofy, lol. I know, right? Like, it looks like clip art. Like, a lot of it looks very, yeah. It looks like a different game. It's good. It looks like a different game. I look like I'm looking at, like, Club Penguin or RuneScape. Like, there's a very big dissonance between what I see here and what I see here. Like, it's just a dissonance, I guess, that makes it feel funny. Okay, one more battle and then I go. Since like, we're already here. Like, I'm fine with the map, it's just that, yeah, at the same time, I find it to be a bit of a funny. Also help, my skills cost a lot more MP now and I don't like that. Fire, 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 fire. Yes. Yes! Death. Oh no, scary. But yeah, on the bright side, I did manage to like skip out on some of the meetings today, where they were like discussing like the character's clothing setting for like almost the entire day. Like, I think at around like 11 o'clock, they were like, hi guys, the writers are gonna like have a discussion over like the setting for like the walls, the clothing in the wall and stuff. Like feel free to join if you want. And then I joined the meeting that they were in and I just sat in the voice call until 12:30, then I went for lunch. And then they had to break for lunch, reconvene for the meeting after lunch. And then at like around, I think was it 2 p.m? They continued the meeting all the way until 5 p.m. So essentially they spent almost the entire workday just discussing that one thing. A party. Unfortunately the cat isn't a party member in this game. He is a lowly where is it? He is a lowly pet now in this. You can use him as a pet. Summon, yeah, he's here. It's not even a playable character. The poor cat. He has been demoted to a summon. Poor guy, yeah. I guess more like he gets promoted to a playable character in the next game, but in this game he's still just but a lowly peon summon. Since this is the game before the game that we played the last time. Like this is technically the prequel, I guess. But yeah. Okay. I guess we'll end off here for today. I'm gonna go take a rest for now. Y'all have a good rest of the day. We'll continue tomorrow around this timing as well. I need to update it. No, the Twitch one I'll update it for the following week, but yeah, I'll update the thing. But for now, yeah, the plan is tomorrow we'll do Witch Spring R, since that was supposed to be yesterday. But instead I couldn't make it for yesterday because of the fact that I was kind of busy with the work and all, so we'll do it tomorrow. This timing, and then the weekend will be the same. So yeah, it's gonna end up being 4 days straight. But hey, if you're interested, do feel free to drop by for that or for the rest of the stuff. But yeah, if you're working, no wait, no, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So hey, have a good rest and the rest of the day. If the next time I see you is next week or on another day, then have a good rest of the work week and have a good weekend maybe. But yeah, that's all for me for today, so that is the plan for now. I will update the video schedule to the Discord as well, because I finally figured out when I want to release the rest of the stuff. Hopefully it will work out. I'm still hoping. Good night. Thank you, a lot of fun. You have a good rest of the day. But yeah, I'll update that to the Discord as well soon. But yeah, for now, I'll be heading off. So, thanks for dropping by once again, guys. I feel like I got a little bit distracted from the game today. Just a little bit. But hey, at least the conversations were funny. But yeah, I'll be heading off for now. So, take care and bye-bye.